Hi, I'm Reiko. This is Ollie the Octopus, champion of Olympia oysters, and we are with the Wild Oyster Project, coming to you with another video about mollusks. Olympia oysters are a type of mollusk, as are snails and slugs and octopi. So a mollusk, to review, is an invertebrate, which is an animal with no bones, with a squishy body that may or may not be protected by a shell. Today we are going to focus on the gastropods. These are mollusks that live either on land or in the water. They may or may not be protected by a shell, and they slither along on one foot. And I would like to show you some examples of gastropods. This is a land snail. This is a kind of sea snail called a miniature mellow. It's a tiny and beautiful snail that lives in the ocean. This is a very familiar land slug. And this is a super cool sea slug called the nudibranch. There are lots of different kinds of nudibranchs, and they all look super amazing. I would like to introduce you to my buddy Nana, the banana slug. I wonder why this kind of slug is called a banana slug. What color is this banana slug? What can you tell me about the size of this slug? It is big and it is yellow. It slithers on one foot just like other gastropods do. Like all gastropods, they have tentacles on the tops of their heads with eyes on top. They have tentacles down below that they use as feelers as they move around. They all move on one foot. And they all have a hole on the side called a pneumostome, which is always on the right side. And this is what snails and slugs use for breathing. This part is called the mantle, and the mantle is the part of any mollusk that covers up all of the internal organs, the organs on the inside that help the animal to live. And you see that this one has a pretty obvious mantle. Snails have them on the insides of their shells, as do things like oysters and mussels. And the octopus and the squid have them on top. So this would be the mantle of the octopus here. Ollie and I would like to share with you some shells of some real snails before we go outside to see a banana slug in action. This is the shell of a land snail. You can see that it's hard. It protects the snail. There's a hole at the bottom for the foot and the tentacles to come out, and there's a whorl on it. This is the shell of a sea snail called a conch. And you see that even though it has spikes and it looks pretty different than the other shell, it still has a whorl on it, and it has a hole at the bottom. Would you like to come outside? See a banana slug in action. A real one? Yay! Let's go! Here we are at Sturm Grove in San Francisco. This is a park that I often come to with my dog. And we often find lots of banana slugs here. Let's see what we can find today. Can you help me find a banana slug? Since it's called a banana slug, you know that it's big and yellow, right? I don't see any yet. Ooh, wait, what's this? It's big and it's yellow and it doesn't have a shell. I bet this is a banana slug. Let's watch it slither down the tree's trunk very slowly. Do you see its eyes? They're on the ends of the tentacles on top of its head. It also has little tentacles to feel as it crawls along. Hi, banana slug. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and visit us at our website, www.wildoysters.org.